you're Abusaliyakhan Kulkarni.
Yes, sir.
I'll address you.
Sir, Abu or Salia at Kulkarni. Sir, this is Abusaliyakhan Kulkarni. I am from Haveri district of Karnataka. I did my graduation in agricultural sciences from University of Agriculture and Horticulture, Shumoga. Then I worked as a community resource person under National Rural Livelihood Mission (NRLM). Then I did volunteering for NSS for COVID-19 as well as Casanuru Forest Disease (KFD) in Shumoga district. Then I started preparation for civil services, and my hobbies include hitchhiking and mushroom cultivation, sir. Yes, sir, I have mentioned. Sir, it has been mentioned under my hobbies column and the prizes and awards column. NRLM.
There's nothing about UPSC. So, what brings you to civil service?
Sir, during my NRLM program, I worked with the district administration and I worked with the rural community as well. So that made me because I am from the rural area as well, so I wanted to serve for the country, to know the problems and to address the problem of the society. And my personality also aligns with the civil services, sir. And then it also provides a better career opportunities and diversity of job opportunities as well. So, and these are that's why I am into the civil services.
And what is agriculture?
Sir, whether it is the problems are you asking or some?
Yeah, what do you see?
Sir, with respect to the problems of Indian agriculture, the first one is the marginalized farmers and fragmented land holdings. That is, average land holding is less than 1 hectare in India. Then the second, we do not have the proper fertilizers and the pesticides supply measures, sir. Then the third, the agricultural marketing, that is lacking. Then the fourth one, processing and transportation, that is amount to 13% of the GDP cost. So these are the major issues for the agriculture sector.
What do you think about the cold chains? Are they available in plenty? Sufficient?
Sir, cold chains, with respect to the requirement, they are very less, sir. That's why we have the PM Kisan Sampada Yojana, that is to enhance the cold chain structure and even the front line and backward linkages to be maintained. And even the Krishi Udan, Krishi Rail services has been even to the UAE. Now recently we launched Krishi Udan. And other than that, we have PM FME, that is formalization of micro food enterprises, so that the agro-based industries also can be made into the formal sector, so that the losses in agriculture that can be reduced, sir.
Why had the Panchayats of Punjab and Haryana agitating against the top national policy framework in marketing?
Sir, it has started from the farm bills of 2020. Now the government, for a solution, now brought this one, the national policy framework for agricultural marketing. The main issue, the government has the objective to provide a secured market to the farmers, sir. Now the farmers do not have a particular market and the prices are very fluctuating, so that the national policy framework addressing those issues. And even it has like a bilateral trade relations with other countries. It has a component to include the agricultural products as well. Recently we, with the ACTA with respect to Australia, we included our agricultural products as well, sir.
What the world condition? It says then, see, the Panchayat says it's worse than the laws that have been made. So, where are the guides?
Sir, the farmers are wary about the contract farming, wherein the Carford sector might take away their land ownership. So this is the major concern of the farmer. And the farmers also want legalization of MSP, and other 10 plus demands have been raised by the farmers to be met. But those demands are being considered by the government at various stages, sir.
But ultimately, what can be the possible?
Sir, possible solution is the dialogue and participation of the farmers in the decision making. The government has been consulting the farmers and the organization as well, the experts. Even the Niti Ayog has constituted a committee to look into the matter. Even the parliamentary committee recently has been constituted to look into that. Based on that only, the national policy framework has been framed, and even we are working with the United Nations organization and the Israel also to bring the micro irrigation technology to the farmers. And moreover, the agriculture needs a overarching revolution, sir, that is underway under the RKVI project as well, and even the Krishi Unnati Yojana, that is to
The revolution talking about.
RKVY, sir, Rashtriya Krishi Vikas Yojana, that is even now has been reframed as the Raftar scheme, and even the recently Agricultural Infra Development Fund, that is to aim the capital expenditure in agriculture. So far we are making towards the revenue expenditure, but AIDF will be concentrating on capital expenditure, sir.
We had a white revolution, right? And we are all beneficial of white revolution. More in terms of nutrition as well in terms of cost. Now they are saying that the pricing of the dairy, milk in particular is so high that it cannot be accessed by by the poor people, number one. Which also would lead to a lot of sickness for those who are not well by efficient. So, what is the solution for this? What can be done in context?
Sir, white revolution, that is for the increasing the milk production in India, and India is the world number one production of the milk. We produce around 220 million tons of the milk. With respect to average per capita availability of the milk, we have around 400 ml per day per person. That is one of the highest in the world. With respect to providing, sir, there is a distribution lag. Every person not getting the milk regularly. So this is the issue. And recently we got the anemia issue also there among the women. There is a Fe deficiency, the iron deficiency. So government has started iron and folic acid tablets as well. The malnutrition is a complex issue that requires the iron fortification and other stuff like the spirulina, mushroom cultivation. These kind of the things also can be added to their food.
Sorry to intervene on that count. We're talking in terms of, you're saying the malnutrition, it's a question of distribution. I would say it's a question of accessing it. Now, here, let us talk in terms of a family. A family which just was not taken with artificial scenario, not with that. That's all. Even a kg of milk they get 2,000 rupees a month. And you see a proportion of what they earn. So, question that not only that of that of this institution, it's a question of access. Can't we think in terms of perhaps controlling the price of milk?
Sir, controlling the price of milk could be like a government
Or maybe a subsidy also.
Sir, subsidy, it may be considered as an option. Even the state government has started providing the milk in the midday meals program. The Ministry of Education has already started the program. The many states has already started. With respect to the accessibility, it is a concern that already the 40-50 rupees will be there for the per liter, and there are private sectors also playing the role. So in that condition, the government should not regulate the market. Instead, the government can provide the subsidies at the end, so that the milk can be provided to the lower section of the society as well. Even the PM Poshan scheme that include the milk and dairy products as well, sir.
Talking in terms of, you mentioned that India is the largest producer, followed by United States, obviously. And now Trump is coming, and he wants to hire a lot of ag, And they would try to push the dairy product, the dairy product market. How do you react to it?
Sir, with respect to Trump, they have already the America First policy. They already said that the higher tariff would be imposed on any and they even say that India is a developed country. Why should we provide the subsidies? They even removed the generalized system of preference GSP. With respect to India reacting it, India should make our products as competitive in the world market. We should go for the processing as done in the Switzerland and European Union, where 60 to 70% is being processed. But in India, the milk is less processed. So we have to increase the processing. After that, we will definitely get the market. We already have the South Asian market. We are supplying to the Bangladesh, even to the Australia. We have EFTA treaty, and even we have the BIT treaty, bilateral investment treaty. So many other avenues are there. If the USA market is not available, then the world is available for India, sir.
And my last question for you. We have participated in NSS special camp on Yasanose forest disease prevention awareness. What do you
Sir, Casanoro forest disease KFD, it is a viral disease, sir. It is one of the neglected tropical disease that is in very few pockets of Karnataka. Casanoro is a village in Shimoga district which reported in 1957. It is mostly among the Siddhis rice of Karnataka, and there is very few development with respect to research and development in the KFD. But recently, government brought the national policy on rare diseases. And with respect to the vaccination, there is a vaccine already by National Institute of Virology, but its efficiency rate is very low, like around 40 to 50%. So that the Karnataka government has the action plan for the control of KFD virus, sir. It has the community participation as well. Under that, district administration involving the NSS and even the Indian Red Cross Society and even the Nehru Youth Corps NYC to make aware about the rural people and the tribal people. And vaccination and other medical aid has been providing, and even there is a national center for disease specialization has been established at NCBC, National Center for Biological Sciences in Bangalore, sir.
They have done recent research, especially about acreage and the land under forested trees. Why is still a matter of concern? The increase there, but still is a matter of concern. Although they have been able to come up with a little of what I expected of them. Yes.
Sir, still India now the forest cover is 25%, but yes, sir, the national forest policy that aims the total forest cover to be 33% of India's geographical area.
25% was talked about.
25% under the national policy of 1988, it is 33%, sir. 25% it is the Ministry of Environment that said because we have to go for the sustainable development, it may not be practically feasible to increase the 33%, because when we see the northeastern state, there are high number of forests, and even the Andaman Nicobar, there is a high number of the forest, but we are unable to make the strategic location of Andaman Nicobar to exploit to a particular its potentiality. So the Niti Aayog came up with the Andaman Nicobar development plans. With respect to the forest area, we should go for in Punjab and Haryana there is only 3% of the forest. There we have to go for the forest area rather than in northeast and Andaman we can go for the sustainable development, sir.
Right.
DAP, agriculture sector, or in the full form of that, number one. Or two, what was the issue raised in last month?
DAP is the diammonium phosphate, sir. It provides around 18% of nitrogen and 46% of phosphorus. NPK is majorly the plant nutrients which is needed for the crop. With respect to the issue, there was a supply issue and accessibility issue. The farmers were not getting, because it is a deregulated. The DAP prices regulated by the market, demand and the forces. Unlike that of the urea, which is the price is controlled by the government, and 320 rupee per 45 kg is fixed by the government. But the DAP is not. That is around 1,100 rupees per 45 kg bag. Though government is providing the subsidy in the form of DBT to the farmers, but some issue is that some farmers and some the companies, they have made collaboration that they are exploiting the subsidy, but they are not providing the DAP to the farmers. So there was an issue. With respect to the issue in particular state, it is the distribution issue, sir. That was the issue in the DAP.
What was the issue? The issue came out in the news and now they declared something.
This instance I am unaware of, but I will read more about that.
Yes. DAP is mostly imported और यूरेट की बेसिक प्राइस बढ़ने के कारण even if rates have been revised by the international market, so we have to increase our subsidy from 1,300 to 1,470 for 50 kg per ton. So that was the issue. Government decided and from the farmers education from Punjab, Haryana, that we have done this, we should go. Okay. So you did your BSc Agriculture. It is a 5 years course.
4 years course.
It's a 1 year. Where you was answer 14 to BSc 19. That's all. 1 year still now.
Yes, sir. 2019 to 2020, I was KFD volunteer, sir, working even with the Indian Red Cross Society, IRCS, under the district administration, sir. After that, from 2020, I started the preparation.
Internal security of the country. 5 major threats is and 5 major threats to our internal security. What are they? How we are tackling?
The major internal security threat is the Naxalism, left-wing extremism, that is in the red corridor of India. Second, the insurgency in northeast region, and even the Jammu Kashmir insurgency is there. Second, the infiltration by illegal routes, sir. That is, we can see the Rohingya recently issued. Then the fourth one is arms trafficking and the drug trafficking. We have that Golden Crescent and the Golden Triangle that is affecting the Punjab and even the Northeast India. Then other than that, wildlife trafficking is there in that Bangladesh and West Bengal border. Even we found the marsupials recently. That was from the Australia.
You are from Karnataka. You understand KVI key
Yes, sir. Khadi and village industries.
operation, how it is helping the agricultures?
Sir, yes, sir. Sir, KVIC is a society under Ministry of Micro and Small Industries. Sir, it is helping with respect to first input providing. It provides the input to the farmers in purchasing as well, and even it provides the services with respect to self-employment, such as we can go for the vermicomposting, or it provides for the sericulture and mushroom cultivation, and even it provides a marketing, that is the collaboration through self-help groups, sir, SHGs, and it even has a collaboration with the international agencies so that our agriculture produce can be marketed and promoted in the other regions, sir. And it has a Saras Ajivika Mela, which is for the exhibition of agricultural products international.
Some people are opposing Article 370 of the Constitution. 70 of the Constitution. Okay, it was temporary provision in the Constitution. How do you think? So, what is your opinion?
Sir, when we see the constitutional debate, constitutional assembly debate, it was deliberately included in the temporary provisions, Article 370. That was to give a temporary and transitional position to the Jammu and Kashmir. So I think the revoking of Article 370 was in the favor of development of the Jammu and Kashmir, and it is in the interest of the people as well, sir.
Okay. Economic, can you tell about the economic reform of Dr. Manmohan Singh?
Sir, major reform would be liberalization, privatization, and globalization of 1991. Then he constituted the Committee on Banking Reforms as well, and Committee on Financial Reforms, wherein we went for the banks that would be open and more inclusive towards the people. And recently, even the inclusive growth concept came under his prime ministership only. And sir, the LPG 2.0, wherein we opened our economy to the global markets. So these are the major reforms with respect to the Dr. Manmohan Singh.
What about GST?
Yes, sir, definitely. GST was conceptualized during his prime ministership only.
What is the benefit of GST? Previously, there was other system. So what is different? GST only is how different from other systems? Sales tax, other taxes. How is GST different?
Sir, earlier systems of the tax on the tax system, they were imposing the tax already the paid on the earlier produce. Now there will be single taxation. And second, the compliance will be easy now. And third, the filing of the GST is made easy in a single portal, the GST network. And the fourth one, it provides the rebates as well, whoever providing. And it is for GST on processed products, so that the earlier products won't be facing the tax burden. So if a employer or the company is making the processing, they have to pay the GST on that only. It is not on the input as well. So this is the difference with respect to the others, sir, earlier existing the sales tax.
Profile, I just was reading that you were part of the Panchayat Awareness Initiative 2019, participated in NSS special camp on. So exactly what it was, so I think you did speak about some disease and something like that. But are you aware why this Panchayat Raj was brought into the country, and what positiveness it has given, and what empowerment it has given to the rural sector?
Sir, with respect to Panchayat, why it was brought? Because at the local level, there was the issue with respect to the policy making, and because at the national level, the politicians were unaware of the local problems at the local level, and there were different opportunities and the issues at the local level. To bring the local population into the governance, the Panchayat Raj institution has been constituted. It was conceptualized in 1957 only, Balwantrao Mehta committee. But after that, so many committees were formed, many constitutional amendment bill were brought, but it was not passed. But it passed in 1992 only through 73rd and 74th amendment. With respect to its positive, sir, it gave the rural population a say in administration, and second, the policy making. Even in Uttarakhand, 70% are Panchayat members are the women. And fourth one, it provided a say for the weaker section of the society, such as the scheduled caste, scheduled tribes, and women, and the tribal people, so that they could take part in the administration. And the fourth one, it has alleviated the social evils as well, sir. Dowry and child marriages have been alleviated because of the Panchayat Raj institution. With respect to its positives, with respect to infrastructure, there has been infrastructural boost because of levy of market fee and other fees by the panchayats, which has been used in the empowerment of local economy as well. Local fairs were established, local market was there, even the Gramin Bhandar Yojana, that is under the panchayat, and school management is under the panchayat, and even the fair, the traditional festivals such as the Yakshagana in Karnataka are in Puram which is going in Kerala, they are conducted with the panchayat, sir. So there are a lot of positives have been going on. Recently, the government came with other plans as well to empower the panchayat, to provide the electricity and even the internet connection, the national broadcast, the optical fiber mission, and even with respect to digitalization of the panchayat under the national e-governance plan. So there are a lot to be done with respect to panchayat empowerment, sir.
So do you think that the purpose has been served, bringing the Panchayat Raj, or still a lot of to be done?
Sir, the purpose has been, to a great extent, it has been served, but it has to be done more. We have to conduct the regular election by the State Election Commission. Second, the state government should devolve the more powers to the panchayats, which is not yet being done. Then the third, the population, even still the caste system is existing. Even being appointed as the president of the panchayat, they are not being taken the true charge because of the Panchayat Pati initiative that the practice is there in the North India, in the Southern India. So this has to be elevated. And even the infrastructure, the basic infrastructure, the buildings, they do not have the own building. They are working under the leased buildings. And other, there should be a internet connection which is not yet being served at the last mile. So many more initiatives needed to empower the panchayat, but the panchayats are in the welfare of the community, sir.
Okay. Are you aware that there is a matter which is going on in the High Court of Karnataka regarding the permission to prosecute the Chief Minister? Are you aware about that? Yeah, what exactly is the reason for him, for the governor to give sanction for registering an FIR?
Sir, it was the case of MODA, that is the Mysore Urban Area Development Authority. When the Chief Minister in the last term, he allowed one rehabilitation program wherein the government lands under the MODA and the government infrastructure was being given for the rehabilitation of the communities. But the opposition party has claimed there was a nepotism by the Chief Minister and even the higher officials of the MODA. they have given to the relatives of the chief minister and other MPs and MLAs of the ruling party. That has been went to the governor. The governor has given the assent to prosecute the chief minister, but the matter is now the pending before the Honorable Karnataka High Court.
So are you aware that any decision has come on that?
No, sir. Recently, the governor gave the assent, but after that, what the High Court has made observation, I have to read more about this, sir. With respect.
Okay. So one last question I would like to ask you is that you have said that practicing mushroom cultivation, and what is this hitchhiking? Hitchhiking. What exactly is this?
Sir, hitchhiking is traveling from one place to the other place through a passing vehicle by a lift without using the public transportation, sir. As this is, we are living in the Western Ghat region. There, the public transportation is very low, and even the roads are very low. Then it has to be done as we done during rural agriculture work experience Ravi program, and even we have to travel because of the agricultural tours. We have to go to the villages, and even the NSS program we have to go to the Siddhi villages that were lacking the basic infrastructure. So apart from that, I have hitchhiked recently to Aghanashini as well. That is the estuary in coastal Karnataka. Recently has been designated as Ramsar site, sir.
Thank you.
Permit me to ask one question because we are not talking about international affairs. What would be the implications of China attacking Taiwan? Because as per the reports of the CIA chief has famously remarked that in 2027, Xi would attack Xi would attack Taiwan, and China would attack Taiwan. What could the geopolitical implications of this?
Sir, it would legitimate the mighty can make power. Mighty can make anything like what we see in the Israel. Even though they making the atrocities, the world has been quiet, and that the China is making attack on invasion in Taiwan. That might even more apprehensions might be there with respect to the attack on India as well, and even with respect to the Hainan province, and there might be even aggression of the China in the South China Sea as well. And it has been said that the Chinese the naval establishment has been done in the even Indian Ocean region that may become even aggressive because the China already making the debt trap policy wherein many countries have been under that also.
So now in Russian it is only over. Would like to give you some feedback, sir.
Okay. The one suggestion, जब आप बोलते हैं ना तो यू आर नॉट गिविंग स्पीच अपनी उसको कम करो थोड़ा इंडिया क्योंकि होता क्या है कि ओके यू आर फ्रॉम कर्नाटका यू हैव बुक फ्रॉम ओवर इंग्लिश देखा अगर व्हेन देयर इज नॉट मी तो गिव देम टाइम टू अंडरस्टैंड व्हाट यू आर सेइंग समझ गया ना तो इसलिए एकदम बच्चे से जाइए कि रट्टा लगाए बात एडियो को तो इसलिए कंफर्टेबली आराम से उनका जवाब दीजिए और तो ठीक है तो भाई ठीक है
According to medical knowledge, will not have wonderful knowledge delivery of your side. That be 80 to 90% per 10% repair cap.
Yes.
Posture, switch, and I think
I think more or less what already has been said about you. I think that's all good. The knowledge is good, and one area where sir mentioned was that you need to, not make it as a speech. Basically you are answering certain questions, so you need to put some brakes. Like when you're driving a car, you can't run it without seeing whether there is a red light or not red light, so you can't keep on jumping. And the posture is good. I think your command on the language is good. Yes, as it was pointed out that when you're appearing for your interview, you never know the people are from the northern belt or the southern belt of the country. So, make it little perspective of making people understand. The rest, I think your composition is good and the knowledge is also good. I think you are almost ready for your interview. All the best.
When do you have it?
16th January, sir.
I want to put like as everybody is saying that you're fit and you're ready for this particular interview, ready, right? But there are some areas where you need to perhaps they have also pointed out that it should not be what you call a monologue sort of a thing, but more of an interaction. So try to perhaps not to teach the other side, but perhaps to speak the side, right? And there are some areas where you tend to keep on talking and talking and talking, but as you should know about the question, give you the spirit of the question and put up. I like the. We're also asking you about the Eva and other things when I'm asking you, and then of course all of a sudden you start jumping to Israel and some Saudi. You should confine it to the South China Sea and all those things. Apart from the ripples that basically, and then of course you could have talked talking to scope in terms of the technology problems also because the identical chips have been manufactured there. The best chips have been manufactured there. We create a lot of fuel. We create a lot of fuel. A lot of problems we face. So same thing I was finding about we were talking about the about one nation one election. There's another area which perhaps is attached in terms of the Panchayat. In fact, the one nation one election and the Govind report. So they do not mention that the Panchayat elections should also be held together. So see, ultimately, how do I judge that you are a candidate which is we also have to see the four will all try to determine and to find out that I want to find out the best put you at the best. So get to the findings of this issue. So I'd suggest you are ready candidate for the interview, but do a bit of finishing touch. Now go through and get into the fire because that will help you. You have any so after you can evaluate yourself, you get an interview so that will give you some perspective about how the interview is. So now there's some stats that has a right. So try to have some learning lessons from there. How much you score there?
204. 300, sir.
So here also for the 275 one is stable. You try to bring it to a barrier. You can do it. Well, take once from teaching to final point. DAP, such a question you see, and you missed what example you could 2 days back about raising the price of TAP. And the governmental ideal is what you call artificially controlling the price of DAP. And it is becoming totally unsustainable for the industry people.
बाई लेने के लिए कैबिनेट ने सिर्फ 5 मिनट दिए थे रुको
Issues.
And the Hindus have.
वन नेशन वन इलेक्शन दिया प्रोडक्ट का दिमाग में कि हमारा कुछ नहीं जा रहा है वहाँ पर सेम मैन पावर सेम फोर्सेस वी आर जस्ट एडिंग ए मशीन इस मशीन लोकसभा इस मशीन विधानसभा जो आप कह रहे थे दैट विल बी वन ऑफ द हाँ दिमाग पर
One way of looking at it also to supplement what he's trying to say. This is also in terms of the consensus of federalism and democracy. If you have to choose between what you call cost to the government or cost to exchequer and the preservation of democracy. So they may even ask you, what would you prefer? So you have to, after balancing up, perhaps you could give a fillip to the democracy.
Better actually, personally.
That's more important.
One last point. Sorry, I'm so sorry.
In leak part of that, they just need to when you are totally prepared. Imagine seats in the biggest problem that comes up with all of us is हम फिर आराम में आते हैं, contented रहते हैं, uncontented, What's Steve Jobs say? Stay hungry, stay foolish. आप सोचो जब तक आप रिजल्ट दिखे यार you are hungry or you're foolish also, correct. So have that approach. भी का तैयारी कर दी. You're a bright candidate. Do so well. So there's one area where I asked you at that point in time also. You had some in relation from the job that you did.
Yes, sir.
You are not mentioned it. You should not suppress information.
So that was 2020.
Doesn't matter. See, the big question I have. See, now, let me keep on. And you may have different it also. Have you ever been employed? You said no. Yes, no. You shouldn't be. You should suppress information. So, and they, he said, मैंने यहाँ डाल दिया. Some people sitting over here are people, not only eminence, they are very experienced people. Take a bata देंगे. The pushing only, but it can be lured adverse. So prepare कर ये सर ने आपने पीस में किया. अभी शुरू से see जो आपको बोलना है जवाब अभी तैयार कर लीजिए. Don't try to construct your answer there. You have the time, you have the capability, you have the talent. So prepare answers, prepare them well, and make a bit of notes also, where you don't miss on the vital essentials. And apart from that, you should have what you call an hierarchy of points. Because see, the board will have time, patience to listen to you, to your learning lecture. 3-4 पढ़ना नहीं चाहिए तो demo that this chap knows everything, right? And they will be over the trick it out of 30 minutes. He's saying right people are not able to very long time. The moment the body gasses your barracks, that's over. Right? Anything that you like to ask us?
I just wanted to give up one small piece of advice is that when you were actually, getting into, it was looking like more of a speech. Then you were entering into those areas by talking about those policies which were actually could be used if it is specifically asked. Don't keep on adding it to whatever your knowledge you know, because the question is limited to the fact a particular area which somebody wants to understand from you. So it's an interaction. The moment you start talking about, the other policies, how it helped it out, so you are getting into the realms of, more deeper. So that could be a eye catcher for anybody, and you can land up into a domain where you don't have answers. Uncharted areas. Because the moment you start mentioning so many policies, somebody might be an expert into that, and then they start grilling you all the technical part of it. So, keep yourself limited. Whatever policy has been assigned for that particular purpose, you can be a little elaborate about that. Then next question should be moved on. Otherwise, you start mentioning about other policy, this policy, that policy. Somebody is going to grill you on that. That you have to take care of.
Okay. Best of luck.
All the best.